Defensively, by using right on the D-pad, you can adjust your overall defensive focus, how you defend against screens, as well as how to
and David. They certainly can. Well done, DA. Thank you. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They're stuck in neutral, unable to gain any real positive momentum.
And I think for Pittsburgh, they've run into a bit of a wall here as of late. Had been playing pretty good before this latest stretch. Now trying to do whatever they can to get back on track.
Let's check out Pittsburgh's starting lineup. Ilyasova out there with Bamba. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then it's Conley. And it's Levine in at the 2. And for the 76ers, we've got Carter. Horford is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Simons in at the point. Now here's Booker. Zach LaVine unable to get his last shot to go. Simmons against Ilyasova. To the inside, Carter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Brent, as the season goes on, and here we are about halfway through, are players' roles still evolving?
Not the starters at this point, Kevin. They're pretty much
They
set.
are what they are.
They are set in their ways, and they're set in the minutes that they're going to be playing. What the coaches are trying to find are unique combinations that might have to be on the floor because circumstances from the other team are dictating so. So which are my lineups that I can have out there that defensively I'm going to shut down great guard play? Which of the lineups do I have to have out there in order for us to have enhanced shooting ability for a stretch of minutes? Which ones are going to speed my team up to put pressure on the opposition? I think that's where it is that coaches are trying to do a little bit of tweaking.
And Philadelphia has possession. Following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. No good from Simmons. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Levine kicks to Ilyasova. Drummond with it. Here's Levine now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And masterful possession from Levine. He's so lethal at shooting once he catches it.
Simmons passes to Booker. Back to Simmons. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Simons. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Fours have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside, Levine. Inside, here's Conley. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin. And he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
Here's Simons. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Now here's Simmons. Stolen by Conley. Here's Levine. Bamba kicks to Drummond. Over Carter, and that one's good. Drummond.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Simmons passes to Carter. On the wing, Booker. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Conley surveying the D. Back to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Levine. A three-pointer is right on target. Levine's got 5.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Booker. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago. The 76ers again can't hit it. On the wing, Levine, guarded by Simmons. Pittsburgh shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that... Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to...
What put me over the...
Playing for a historic franchise, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history. Something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, when you consider how Pittsburgh is doing, your thoughts?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Wendell Carter is out there with Horford. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Simons, the pass to Carter. The shot, no good. Good D by Drummond. Now you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
The 76ers trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Simons, covered by Conley. Simons, the pass to Simmons. 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. Pittsburgh pulls it in.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Pass to Drummond. Back to Conley. And here's Ilyasova outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the 76ers go the other way with it. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. And now here comes Conley leading the break. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. The Force able to retain possession here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Conley kicks to Levine. You know, Brett, we know guys love really jawing at each other. What was your criteria for issuing a double technical for trash talk?
Yeah, in today's game, it's kind of like it could be a whisper
Right.
or a wink, you know, the way that they look at it.
It's both sides, doesn't it?
And they just try to curtail anything that could escalate, Kevin. That's really what the referees are doing. As soon as they see some kind of body movement or see guys starting that way, they want to cut it off before anything else happens. So the criteria is a little bit confusing. Sometimes I like to see them getting after a little bit.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Simons, the pass to Booker to stop the drought, and it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Here's Simons. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Booker from the arc.
Ugly second quarter for him, and now I think he's starting to really force the issue. It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Now here's Conley. Not a lot of room. And it's Drummond missing.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
here is Conley. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. On the wing, Levine. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. For Pittsburgh, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they've been playing with...
And that's going to do...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Pittsburgh leading by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Force, Mohamed Bamba is out there with Ilyasova. Then it's Conley. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Levine in at the shooting guard position. Count it. Good. Levine's got the lead up to 10 now for the Force.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
It's off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Here's Simons, covered by Conley. Simons, the pass to Horford. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Knocked it down there. As his career has gone on, Al Horford has added more and more to his outside game.
And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended. Was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Simons surveying the D. Over Conley. That's in, and the Force lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Al Horford.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
Outside Conley. Shoots it. Carter pulls it in. Philadelphia shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And stolen by Ilyasova. Down low.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Passes to Simmons. Now the pass to Horford. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Pittsburgh leading by 7. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Here's Drummond. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. And the 3 ball is good.
And with off-the-charts awareness, Simmons makes plays that others simply don't see.
Pass to Ilyasova. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Levine kicks to Conley. Bobbed up there. Oh!
Have it out of hat.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Here's Simmons. Drops in the layup for 2. Simmons got 8.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Levine. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Really starting to attack on the interior here, showing a much more physical presence here in the second half.
Pittsburgh shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. A nice shot by Simons.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Booker against Levine. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Now Booker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From deep. Off target. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Force lead by 4. Live. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's do it again for this quarter, 0-0.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Ben Simmons, Carter out there with Horford. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Pittsburgh leading by 4. Pass to Conley. To the inside. Drummond. Good work defensively by Carter.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Simons, the pass to Booker. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. Hook shot on the way. Bamba with the block. They get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Drummond. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. It's just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Booker against Levine. Bamba with the block.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down. 2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
That one misses for Mike Conley.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
Shot from 16. That's in, and the Force lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Horford.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Ilyasova hits the bucket.
Easy to forget that Ilyasova can handle his business down there on the block, but he's much more of a spot-up guy.
Booker outside. Bamba with the block. Here's Levine. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Carter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Drummond in the post. Defended by Carter. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. The 76ers trail by 6. And here's Booker. To the left wing. Here's Simons. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead. Booker against Levine.
takes the 13-footer, and the shot is good. The Pittsburgh League has been cut down to 6 in the bucket from Booker.
Booker doing a great job of taking advantage right now of the defense.
The feed now to Ilyasova. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And so Booker will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 8. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives it. He has really fed off that. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Conley kicks to Drummond. Levine against Simmons. A step-back shot here. Good work defensively by Horford.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Stolen by Levine. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Collison kicks to Williams. From the arc. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Levine with it. And so the Force take the win. And in the David, thank you.